Stars and Limit fans, welcome to today's profile where I decide I want to look over the top winning deck of the Galactic Opening. You didn't know, a few weeks back, the Galactic Open, the highest competition of Star Wars Unlimited, the highest competition altogether, just resolved. So right before Gen Con was the Galactic Opening, and then the Gen Con happened right after that. So now that the deck profiles were posted onto a website I go to look at the top decks, I decided I wanted to try out the top rated deck of the Galactic Open, the one that won first place, Cad Tarkintown. I've always been someone who's wanted to try out Cad Tarkintown. I can't really play it in physical TCG because I don't have all of the cards in my collection. But we never tried it out for any of our testings, anything like that. So let's change that today and see this version of Cad Tarkintown, the number one deck of the Galactic Open. So we're going to take a quick review of the leader, the base, then go through the deck, and then jump to Chaos for a best of one and see if I can truly win with this deck. So Cad Bane is a set 2 leader, or Shadow of the Galaxy leader, that states when you play an Underworld card, you may exhaust his leader. If you do, an opponent chooses a unit they control and deal 1 damage to it. Really, really nice to combine, of course, with Tarkintown to start immediately dealing with those problems on your opponent's side of the board. He flips at 6, and he does the exact same thing. He has a Raid 2 on his backside, so that way he deals 4 damage and 8. And then he does the exact same thing where you play out a an Underworld card. He triggers his effect as well. So Tarkintown, I feel like a lot of people would think this card's not going to get banned alongside like Force Throw and Force Choke because of the Galactic Open. We haven't seen anything about any bans or limits just yet at the time of this recording, but who knows, maybe we will. But anyways, Tarkintown, epic action, deal 3 damage to a non-leader unit. So this is really good to just melee stall out the first gameplay. There's a lot of discussion about when you trigger Tarkintown. Do you trigger it instantly? Do you hold it? So I believe most people go Cad Bane, paying 1 damage to something, immediately stop your opponent for a full turn, and then you kill off whatever they just played that turn with Tarkintown. That way then it stalls them out for 1 full turn while you have advantage. So that's kind of how I see a lot of people play up Tarkintown. For the ground units, we have 2 Greedo, Triple Aura Sing from LOF that's hidden and has a Raid 2. Remember, the hidden keyword means that when the turn the unit is played onto the battlefield, they cannot be targeted for attacks. Triple Bazine, Triple Crafty Smuggler, Triple Boba Fett, Triple Nil Marauder with his Raid 3, Triple Forlom, Double Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt is each trick that you play costs 1 less, and when playing, you search out 8 cards for your deck for a trick, reveal it, and draw it. Put the others on the bottom of your deck in a random order. 2 Bosk, 3 Zuckuss, because again, we do like to go the Forlom Zuckuss combo, and 3 Cad Bane. For the space units, we have 2 Cartel Spacer. When played, you control another cunning unit, exhaust enemy unit that's 4 or less. 2 Constructed Jump Master for Sentinel. 3 Mist Hunter. On attack, if you played a Bounty Hunter or Pilot card this phase, draw a card. And double Ruthless Raider. For the events, we have 3 McClunky to return a friendly non-leader Underworld unit to its owner's hand, deal 3 damage to a unit. 1 Bamboozle out of aspect, but you can discard a cunning card from your hand instead of paying this event's cost. So you can just ignore paying that penalty as well. Exhaust a unit and return each upgrade on it to its owner's hand. 1 No Good to Me Dead. 2 Sneak Attack. 2 Surprise Strike. 2 Relentless Pursuit. Choose a friendly unit. It captures a non-leader unit that costs the same or less than it. If the friendly unit is a Bounty Hunter, give a shield token to it. Double Waylay, and finally, the best upgrade you can play, usually in the cunning strategies, is Hot Shot, DL44 Blaster. So, I've always been a fan of Cad Bane. I just haven't been able to build them in the physical because I just don't have, like, all my Bobas. I don't have all my Bosks. So, I haven't really been able to play this, but interesting to see this one isn't playing March and Row, Machiro, I know some people have been tinkering with him in Cad Bane because of all of the raid, because Cad's got raid on his backside, so does RC, so does Nil Marauder, where Machiro can double your raids. But interesting to see that this version's more of just the good stuff. So let's see how well I can do it, and let's jump to Carabas for our best of one. Alright, a mirror match of Cad Bane Tarkintown versus Cad Bane Tarkintown. And this hand, we need to mulligan. There's nothing to play from it. Your sing is pretty nice. Alright. So this is going to be interesting. I think we'll do this and this. And we will pass. Well, we're going to soft pass because this is the age of soft passing in this. Bazine, to look at my hand, he's just going to rip out the Aura Sing so I don't have a trigger. That's what he'll easily do. He's just going to rip the Aura. That's hilarious. I still got to trigger my ability. Alright. That's hilarious. Kill that off and we'll pass. The Cad Bane, we could, funny enough, well, no, this just kills Cad. I think we'll put the Cad away. He's just a little. We'll deal the 1 damage. I think Greedo can only deal to ground units, so we'll just pass from that one. Alright, we'll put out the Nil, trigger its ability, deal 1 there. And we will pass. Put the Hotshot Blaster away. Not exactly going to need a Hotshot Blaster right now. Oh, so he's playing the Machiro version of this deck. Okay. Tarkintown can't kill this because it doesn't have enough damage. So we'll do this. We can deal 1 damage and then trigger. So he deals 1 damage. We exhaust that. We do 4 damage here. It wouldn't be enough to physically kill that. We can bring the Boba Fett out. We could go sneak attack here. 3 less interplay ready. Start regroup phase, kill it. So we go Nil Marauder, kill off Machiro. So that would be 4 damage into him. That would leave him with a couple left. And then we just sneak attack Boba in there and kill it. We do that. Sneak attack Boba Fett. Kill that off and then pass. I mean, Zuckuss is pretty nice here. I think we're going to go for the Bamboozle. I know it's not exactly a best play here. So McClunky to kill that off. Get it back to hand. We're going to soft pass. There's no reason for anything. Bazine, look at the hand. He's probably just going to pitch out the Zuckuss. Okay, so another Cartel. We'll go Boba, trigger Bane, or Cad, yep. We'll pass from there. I mean, I guess I can capture anything I want. I'll do this. The problem is I'm so low on cards because I had to deal with Machiro because of, now there are 2 of them. Alright, so Bazine at Boba. We'll swing Boba into Tarkintown, because I just have a feeling he's going to die this turn. Lucky enough, I know he can't use now there are 2 of them because it doesn't trigger. He doesn't have the requirement to trigger now there are 2 of them. Alright, so deal 1 damage here. We will put out a Cartel Spacer. We can trigger my guy. That will deal 1 damage to his. Tarkintown. No, okay. It's going to bring out his Cad Bane. I'll deploy my Cad Bane. Okay. Okay, so he returned the contracted Jump Master back to my hand, which just then re-triggers Cad Bane. I don't know why you did that. Cad Bane triggers on it. Yeah, we'll just knock out your Cad Bane. And then I lose, so I lose Boba Fett there because of off of Tarkintown. Yeah. Yep. Tarkintown, target Boba Fett. I'm gonna claim the initiative. I mean, this has to go through this. There's not really a purpose right now to really like charge anything. I don't think I need a pursuit. Before Cad dies, we're gonna deal the fort there. So it's interesting to see this person's on the Munch and Row version. I know that some people have been trying to make this version of the deck work. So now there are two of them to deal the extra one. I could get to pick it. He's already burned the Tarkintown, by the way. So we're going to do this to grab the Munch and Row. I get a shield token to myself, which means that raid is still pointless. I'm going to soft pass here, because there's not really a purpose for me to do anything until he drags a guy out. We'll just pass and we're done. No resourcing needed. We do have the Ruthless Raider to do stuff. Again, he's already burnt his Tarkintown. Another Bazine. That's the third Bazine, by the way. 1 damage. That knocks out the shield, but yeah, we got to deal with the Munch and Row coming up here. We'll do 2 damage to base, 2 damage to Bazine. The third there are 2 of them. Okay. Pound the damage there. We will pass Hotshot Blaster. This will actually be really good here. We could grab the Munch and Row again. With it, if we need be. So we'll do the damage there. I mean, unless he can deal with the space, I'm well suited to stay in space here. Okay. Let's see. Munch and Row is 7. I could only take something with 1 health point left. Exhaust. We're going to take and take. We're going to take those both. Cad Bane to steal my Cad Bane. Yeah, it can take my Cad Bane. I guess we'll claim the initiative. Right now, nothing else has like. Okay, so we'll do done. Okay, so I'm going to go no good to me dead. I'm going to no good to me dead the Munch and Row. Nothing right now has any aspect of a raid on him. I will trigger. I'll get back my Bane. That's exactly what I would have done, personally. Hit that. Because this wins me the game. If he can't deal with space, I'm just going to claim, and that's it. He's got to deal with this Ruthless Raider. So he smashed 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐾 into that. Okay. I could return that to hand because it is Underworld. We'll return this to hand, kill off the Bazine. We'll trigger the ability. I mean, there's no way for... Oh, Contracted Jump Master. That definitely will do something. The Contracted Jump Master is definitely going to be a problem. Because it definitely means I can't get through that. Well, I'm just going to claim here, so at least I can take the Cad Bane. Problem is I don't have anyone up. I should have maybe kept Cad Bane up because I have Hotshot Blaster. Alright. Cad Bane. Exhaust. Trigger. Deals 1 damage to something. I'm just going to take the Cad. Just take the Cad here. He's still got 8. He's got a lot of cards in hand. I have 1 point up, so I can put out a Greedo for all I care. Cad for another Cad. Oh my gosh, Cads are everywhere. Deal 1 damage to this Cad. He still can't take the Ruthless Raider and the Cad Bane, so it's either one or the other. Okay. Smash into that. mean, he can't kill me from this point. I'm going to put out the Greedo and pass. Nothing here. I mean, even a Hotshot Blaster doesn't do it. We'll trigger the effect, get the CAD. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's just nothing you can do. I got right there. All right. Win for me. Well, there we are, folks. We did get the win with Cad Tarkintown against the Munchin Row version of Cad Tarkintown. The other version I was talking about, where it's more about manipulating out Munchin Row so that you can use its ability to double raids to deal more damage, especially because Cad's raid 2 on his backside, he would be raid 4 at that point with Munchin Row out. So a very interesting concept. I think this deck is the better one because you're not gimmicking into Munchin Row. Though I do like the Munchin Row version as well because I just really like Munchin Row as this lethal thing that you have to be cautious of, that's always buffing up your all of your raids. So it means that you do a lot more damage output than you normally would any other way. So it's a very interesting version. I just think this one probably is the better version of Cad Bane. We had a lot of Cad Bane stealing Cad Bane. The problem for him is that he was kind of like when I played that last Cad Bane and took his Bane. The problem was that at that point he didn't really have a way to kill off the Ruthless Raider. He could have either captured the Ruthless Raider because Cad doesn't care what he captures; he just has to capture up to 3 units. So the problem was the ground was too strong. I just claim, and then I win that way, or in essence, I win by the sky as well because the Ruthless Raider was in the sky. I even won with the Greedo because since he took the initiative, if he dealt with the Ruthless Raider for a turn, I just Greedo by using Greedo, Surprise Strike, Greedo for game. So I mean, we did get the wins like there, but it was a very close one with only 25 health. These games actually can go a little quicker, but this is what this deck does. It's all about just controlling your opponent's board state. That's why people don't like Tarkintown, as we saw, is like Tarkintown killing something instantly off your opponent's board and then setting them back a turn where they don't have any units while you have units up on the board, forcing your opponent to have to respond to those units. There's a reason why people really want this banned, even though in my opinion, we're getting close. We're inching closer and closer to the era of rotation. So maybe we just grind our teeth with Tarkintown until rotation. But I also could see where it's very toxic and isn't good for the metagame. And it definitely probably should be removed because we still have one more set, Secrets of Power, before we officially start rotation. So we would still have one more set worth of Tarkintown being around before we officially would be able to move on. Now, again, do I think that would knock Cad Bane down in a peg? Yeah, I think it would knock Cad Bane down because this is why he's the best deck, is because of Tarkintown. But I think he could still play under without Tarkintown. He does have his ability. He still has a lot of really good cunning ability cards. I mean, you're in cunning red, so I mean you could start maybe playing outside like open fires and stuff like that, play way more control strategy on it. So you can still do a control strategy with that as well. You just lose the Tarkintown and you would gain 5 more health. So kind of interesting to see if, thanks to the Galactic Championship and some more, looks like big tournaments have been happening, planetary qualifiers for next year's Galactic Championship, if that will immediately have like Cad Bane Tarkintown getting immediately hit with the, or Tarkintown, I guess just say, getting hit with the ban list, like people thinking Force Throw is probably going to also see a ban as well. So we'll just have to kind of see how FFG looks at the meta thanks to the Galactic Championship and some planetary qualifiers now. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, down in the comments on the Cad Tarkintown deck. What are your thoughts on? Did you like this version of Cad Tarkintown? Do you like the Munchin Row version of Cad Tarkintown? Let me know that all down in the comments. Let me know anything I missed. And with that, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Dragons TCG.